When we look at the realm of spirituality and religion, we observe that throughout human history, people have turned to a variety of gods, prophets, and deities for guidance, solace, and understanding of the divine. Every religion has its own approach to worship and belief in the higher power, and each offers unique narratives about their gods or spiritual leaders. But no matter how many paths people take in search of divinity, there is one central question that remains. Can we truly witness or experience God? The answer, according to many faith traditions, is yes, but only through the living God. Calling upon Muhammad. In the Islamic tradition, Muhammad is considered the final prophet, the seal of the prophets. Muslims believe that he was the messenger who conveyed God's final revelation, the Quran, to humanity. His teachings, actions, and life are regarded as the perfect example of righteousness and devotion to Allah, God. However, despite his profound role in shaping Islam, Muhammad is no longer physically present in this world. He passed away in the year 632 AD. You can call upon Muhammad as long as you wish, invoking his name, seeking his intercession, or asking for his guidance. But Muhammad, in his physical form, cannot show up or answer your plea. Though revered by millions, he is not alive on earth to physically manifest himself or to reveal the face of God. The message he left behind, the Quran and Hadith, serve as spiritual guides, but they do not have the power to reveal God directly. Muhammad cannot personally respond to your call because, like all humans, he too faced mortality. Muhammad is dead, and while his legacy lives on in the hearts of his followers, the ultimate experience of the divine cannot come through him. The call to Buddha. Similarly, the call upon the Buddha, Siddhartha Gautama, offers another example of a revered figure in history. Buddha, the founder of Buddhism, is seen as a spiritual teacher who attained enlightenment and discovered the path to nirvana, breaking free from the cycle of suffering. His teachings emphasize the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path as the way to transcend suffering and reach a state of peace and enlightenment. Yet Buddha, much like Muhammad, is no longer among the living. Having passed away in around 483 BCE, he cannot answer your call. Buddha taught how to understand suffering, how to overcome it, and how to achieve spiritual awakening, but he did not claim to be a god. He did not promise to reveal God in a personal or tangible way. When you call upon Buddha and ask him, "Show me God," he cannot respond because Buddha is dead. His teachings are invaluable in helping millions of people around the world seek spiritual liberation, but they cannot reveal God's presence in a way that transcends human experience. Krishna and the call to God. Turning to the Hindu tradition, we come to Lord Krishna, a central figure in the Bhagavad Gita and one of the most revered deities in the Hindu pantheon. Krishna is considered a divine incarnation of Vishnu, sent to restore Dharma, cosmic order, on earth. His teachings, particularly in the Gita, provide insight into duty, righteousness, and devotion. In the texts, Krishna reveals the nature of God, the universe, and the soul. However, as with Muhammad and Buddha, Krishna's physical form is no longer present. He is believed to have left the earthly realm centuries ago. You can call upon Krishna, seek his guidance through prayer and devotion, but you will not witness him in person. Krishna's teachings remain a spiritual treasure to millions, guiding them on their path to enlightenment. But Krishna himself is no longer walking among us. If you were to ask Krishna, "Show me God," he will not physically appear to answer your call. Krishna is dead. The reality of death. A common thread in these examples is that each of these revered figures, whether Muhammad, Buddha, or Krishna, is no longer physically alive. Death is an inevitable part of the human experience, and no matter how influential or divine these figures may have been, they faced mortality like all others. And death, as we know it, means separation from the physical world. A dead person cannot respond to the needs or calls of the living, no matter how powerful their teachings were during their lifetime. Death renders an individual absent, unable to interact or reveal any tangible presence to those who call out to them. Thus, in the cases of Muhammad, Buddha, and Krishna, the call to "show me God" remains unanswered by the physical form of the person, as they have passed beyond the realm of the living. The living Christ, an answer to the call. However, when it comes to Jesus Christ of Nazareth, the situation changes drastically. Jesus is unique in the sense that, unlike the aforementioned figures, he is alive. While the physical body of Jesus was crucified and died over 2,000 years ago, the belief in Christianity is that Jesus Christ rose from the dead on the third day after his crucifixion, conquering death itself. He is not bound by the limitations of death. When you call upon Jesus Christ and say, "Show me God," he answers, and he does so in a way that no other figure can. Jesus, in his living presence, declares to the world, "I am God." These words resonate through the ages, as they represent the very essence of Christianity, the belief in the incarnation of God in human form. Jesus does not leave us to wonder about the nature of God. He is God revealed in flesh. The statements of Jesus. When Jesus declares, "I am the first and the last," he is expressing his eternal nature. He is not a created being, and his existence transcends time itself. This statement echoes the words from the book of Revelation, where Jesus is described as the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end of all things. These titles affirm that Jesus is the eternal God, present before the foundation of the world and existing beyond the confines of time. "I am the Alpha and the Omega," says Jesus, meaning that he is the source and the end of all creation. This declaration highlights his sovereignty and control over all existence. Everything that exists comes from him and will return to him. In saying, "I am the way, the truth, and the life," Jesus provides the path to salvation. He is not just a teacher of moral principles. He is the living truth that leads to eternal life. Unlike other spiritual leaders who point toward a path, Jesus declares that he is the path, the truth, and the source of life itself. He does not merely show the way. He is the way to God and eternal life. "I am the law of Moses" refers to Jesus' fulfillment of the Old Testament law. Jesus did not come to abolish the law, but to fulfill it perfectly, offering salvation through his sacrifice. Through him, believers find the true interpretation of the law and the way to live according to God's will. Finally, Jesus declares, "I am invoking the sacred name of God, revealed to Moses in the burning bush." Exodus chapter 3 verse 14. When Jesus uses this name, he is identifying himself as the God of Israel, the creator of the universe, the eternal, self-existent one. This profound declaration is a claim to divinity that no other spiritual leader or prophet has made. Jesus, alive, present, and active. The claim that Jesus is alive is central to Christian doctrine. He did not remain in the grave. He rose from death and ascended into heaven, where he continues to intercede for humanity. Christians believe that Jesus is spiritually present with them, guiding, comforting, and offering grace to those who call upon him in faith. Unlike Muhammad, Buddha, or Krishna, Jesus Christ is not distant. He is not absent, and he does not leave his followers without a personal connection. The belief in the living Christ means that when you call upon him, you are calling upon the very presence of God, alive and active in the world. He is the embodiment of God's love, mercy, and truth. Thanks for watching. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to hit that like button and share it with friends who need to hear the truth about the living God. And if you want more powerful content like this, make sure to subscribe and click the bell icon so you never miss an update. Drop your thoughts and questions in the comments below. We love hearing from you. Stay blessed and keep seeking the truth. See you in the next video.